Welcome back to episode 9 of the Bake a Cake Challenge here on Calmsden Farms. It's July and our barley is finally ready to harvest, so we're going to get that done today. I'm working on one mowing contract, and I also have my mower out doing our normal silage. So I did sell 3 loads of silage this morning already. It was about 570,000 liters. Um, I don't know if those two silage fermenting silos are keeping up or not. It just feels like I might need a third, or definitely don't replant in November. Just let it run. That way, maybe it'll catch up by May. But we need to rent a harvester for this. And like I said before in last episode, I think I'm going with the bigger harvester. Um, Go with one of the bigger boys. Got more capacity. I mean, we got 20,000 capacity there. 16. I don't know what we got here. 13.5. Yeah, I think I'm going big. I also like these in general. Um, for the header that goes on there. So let's see here. Let's go with the twin front wheels. Well, maybe the crawler track. As narrow as these roads are, I know we don't have to go far. And I do want the longer pipe. Okay, yeah, that should do it. Don't think we need any fancy designs. We just want to lease it. I'm sure it's going to be expensive, yeah, $40,000. Like I mentioned on the last one, we're probably not making a whole lot of money on this, but our silage is making us enough money. I'm just trying to get the grain harvested so that we can get the flour going, is really all this is for. I do want the transport wheels. We'll lease that as well. It's what I really like about this one is the transport wheels. This obviously is the same as the case, but you don't have to worry about when you get to the field where you stick in a trailer. You know, uh, it's always in your way. Or when you're done, the trailer's usually at the other end. Here, you just drop it and go. So if we get her out of here. Get down here. I'm probably going to drive on the neighbor's field. I know that isn't the best way to do it, but I'm not sure how you would do this with crop destruction on like we got. How you would avoid driving on somebody else's field or your own to hook up to this and get it onto the field on this map. Oh, let's unfold the header. Didn't I unfold it? What do we... Let me fold it. Now unfold it. You're killing me, Smalls. I feel like with this thing you gotta let the AI worker take over, and then he'll do it. Then you can take it back over. Alright. I was gonna do this one myself just to see what this... we probably want to go the other way here. get in lines. I did. Hang on. We do want the straw swath. Why that's always so hard to me remember to either enable or disable. I guess that's the beauty. If you own this, once you set it, it kind of stays. But when you go from contract to contract, or you just leasing it like this, you tend to forget. But yeah, we might as well pick up the straw and throw it in our cattle and get some manure. Little something extra to haul to the over to the bio plant. Yeah, I hope everybody's having a good day. This challenge, it's been going pretty smooth, other than that fermenting silo giving me fits, because we should be a lot farther along with the cash right now. I think if we look, what do we have? We got, yeah, 400,000 there, and another 500, so almost 1,000,000 liters of grass that should be silage by now. Not to mention we're getting ready to mow, which is another 1.3 million. But just that million, you know, that'd be another 100,000 in the bank, and maybe the two can keep up. We're gonna have 2 more cuttings. Let's see, we'll have this cutting. And we got 3 this year. This one, the next one, the next one. So definitely not planting and replanting the grass in November unless something changes to where I put in a different silo or I start baling it. But I don't think I'll do that. I think we'll just... Let's see. I mean, we're about half full already. How do I want to do this? Do I want to just go back? Come on. Yeah, maybe we'll just go back down and just keep working the field like this. If basically we fill up on every pass, that'll work. Why am I so far off over there? Maybe there's an extra line. I'll bet there is. That's fine. We can come back, touch it up. Yeah, this is... Well, I'm wandering off the line, of course. Jeez. I don't know why this thing, every so often, it does not stick. Over on my Riverbend series, the 525, this, I haven't got a combine yet, but this is going to be the one I probably buy. It'd probably be the case, just because it's going on the red farm, but as much as we're going to be harvesting over there, might as well just spend the extra money, get the one I want. As far as over here, money-wise, we've still got $750,000 to pay off. I do think after looking at the money right now, we're probably paying another $250,000 off today. There's no reason not to get it down to $500,000. I don't think we're going to have problems on the cash side of it. We should be fine. Guess we'll back up. Half a mile. Yeah, I mean, it's nice that you're getting plenty of grain, but I guess 20,000 liters was not big enough. Let's just go here. We'll jump down to here. I think all this barley is just going to go straight to the flour mill too, grain mill. I don't think I'm saving any for the chickens. I want to get all the flour. I don't want to run out of flour for this project. Even though I will come back and replant this to barley again, so that in September. Just so it's in case we do need the extra flour, we're good to go. But I think we're going to be fine. I think we get through the sugarcane harvest in October, I think's when it goes, and we might even be done by the end of the year, or possibly into the next year because of the fermenting problem. But if you guys got a favorite harvester or a modded harvester even that you like to use, leave it in the comments below. Yeah, especially if it's a different modded one, or is there ones coming to the game? Like I said, I didn't play much of FS22. Is there one in 22 that could be coming that's a lot better? I'd like a more capacity. I know some of that's unrealistic that that I'm asking for, just like the trailer I use, and it doesn't have to be that crazy, but something with, you know, even 50% more of this, 30 to, it'd be nice to be able to make a full lap around this field without filling up. Yeah, dude, that was going to be too much for you, wasn't it? And I do realize this thing's swathing a lot of grain, as big as that head is, so you kind of get, if you had a normal head on this, you could make a full lap, but I like the big one on here. It does make life a little easier. Touch up this corner while I'm here too. I am pre-recording a lot of these episodes, so you know, if you leave me a comment, I'm probably several episodes ahead. I'm trying to go pretty hard on this one, partly because it's running the best. I've had some issues with my other two series after the patch to where they're having some issues. The other thing is this series, I'm worried about Calmsden getting an update. I know Oxygen David said that he was going to do an update. There's a lot of bugs or things that are going to get fixed, so I'm also afraid if I don't get the series done before he does that update in a couple weeks, then or a be, am I going to end up getting screwed and have to start over, you know? Save's going to be bad. That, and I don't think we're that far away. Like I said, we're making good progress. Yes, it's probably 6 months away, but a lot of it's right now is just doing what we always do, putting up the silage 4 times a year, and doing our 3 contracts a day. And I think the money will take care of itself, and it's just, like I say, a matter of waiting for that sugar cane to be done, getting that harvest in. Let's get this. I gotta think this is gonna be God's plenty on the amount of grain that we need to make the flour. I mean, you're talking, I'm getting 20,000 liters a deal, so there's probably what, 60,000 here, 70,000 liters. That's a lot of flour. I would think we'd be fine, but rather be safe than sorry. And I would think on the sugar beet or the sugar cane we're going to be fine too. I know from the video I watched on how to raise it and stuff, it does produce a lot, so our yield should be pretty good when we go to harvest that finally. The other thing I noticed, I guess, while we're waiting for this to go down the field, is our cows had babies today, so we're up to 30. So it'll take a little while for these, but once they start getting up there, we should start rolling in the milk. And the chickens are going like crazy. So chickens, we got 400. So like I said, we will for sure have this maxed out by the end of the year, have our 700. And I don't know if we should start selling a few like the oldest ones. I know you don't really make much, or you just live with what eggs are going to produce and be glad. I don't know. Might play around with that. It might be worth selling them, you know, at 25 bucks. You'll have the delivery fee or the shipping fee, but we might make a few extra bucks off of them, because you're going to get babies from the others. So just whenever you max out, sell off the oldest group till a new one comes in, and just keep rinsing and repeating that. I think I'm going to bring my wagon over here before we head down that way and block the pipe. And I do need to buy another one of these trailers. I just feel like it's like, especially like right now while this is doing this, I should be running my hay over there too. And we need something for those wood chips as well. The wood chips that we would lose out on by not having a wagon or some way of storing that will more than pay for the wagon when we do sell them in January. So it makes sense to go ahead and buy another one. I was kind of hoping one would come on the market. It hasn't happened yet, but we probably need to do something this month or next month with those wood chips. Let's run this end down. Really think we can probably just go all the way around now. halfway down this field. I think we can make it the other way without filling up. I don't know whether to sell this straw or make manure out of it. Probably manure would make the most sense profit-wise. While we're going down this long length of field, I am gonna jump over there, like we said, and I'm gonna pay off, get this loan down to $500,000, pay off another $250,000. Doesn't leave us much, but knocking down that interest payment, and we should be getting it more manageable here coming up. We're gonna have 3 contracts today. That was the other thing. The other 2 contracts that I'm looking at, it's kind of time intensive. There's a bale wrapping and a baling. Otherwise a stone picking, but yeah. I'll probably end up doing both of these, even though I've got to do all my normal grass harvest this month, which that takes me about 4 to 5 hours real game. By the time you mow, you pick that up with the forage pickup, and you fertilize, it's a good 4 to 5 hours to get all that done. So, but yet those contracts are pretty big. You're talking, $90,000 sitting there. That, can I afford to pass on that? Probably not. That'll make a big difference. It's another 100,000 off the loan. I think while we're doing this too, I'll go ahead and buy that other wagon. Like I said, we'd need it to go get those wood chips today too, so I like the tandem one. And we want the XL capacity. So we'll buy that. I don't remember leaving that big strip there either. Contract worker's about done, which is good, because then I can take, when I'm done here, I can use that tractor too to run behind fertilizing as I pick up grass. About full here again, but looks like maybe empty this one and one more fill. new tractor. I haven't got a chance to use this much. I did run it down. Now I left the medium tires on it with the weights, but I don't like driving around with it on this map. It just feels too chunky wide. Looks good. I like the looks of the medium tires or even wide tires, but on this map it just, I feel like I run into everything without having to go out of my way to be wider. So we get another 20,000 or so. We might push 80,000 liters. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Not sure how I missed that planting, but guess it happens. Yep. Didn't miss that pole either. Ah, Jesus. Was trying to purposely go wide there. I figured the hedge would let me pass, but this is one of the hedges that actually has a collision. Locked in here. Took a screenshot. Wonder how much straw you get off of this too. Will it fill that 200,000 liters? I'm wondering how much straw the cattle barn holds. Can I fit it all in there? But I guess it doesn't matter. I can put it in the fermenting silos even if I don't want to use it to ferment. I can just stick it in there. For some reason this thing keeps coming off. The GPS assist keeps getting knocked off. I'm not hitting anything. Hopefully there's some more maps coming out this week too. I'm kind of looking for a new challenge when this one's over, but I kind of want to wait for a new map, a decent one. You know, we got this and Frankenmuth back to back in the same week, and you're thinking, okay, they're really going to start flying out, but maybe that was the only two maps that were sent in that were ready to go. Kind of been all over the mods this week. Giants has the week I'm recording this. They'd have one day they'd kick out 30 mods, and then they had a day where they didn't kick out any. So I guess what they're doing is just if they're ready to go, they're not holding them to release a certain amount each day. It's just okay, open up the door and kick them out. Yeah, I'm looking for a new challenge too. I haven't decided what the next challenge will be after we complete this one. I do like doing challenges. I think it helps the game move along for me. Just having an end goal. So like here, being able to crank out a pallet of cakes and get the 500K with no debt. At least I know what I'm playing for. You know, at some point it just gets a little. If I'm just coming on here to harvest 25 fields to get up to, 20 million. Oh, today I got 22 million. You know, it's like, it's not much of a challenge. So I kind of like the challenge of it. Yes, you know, for a lot of people, you just come on and relax and do it that way. But I enjoy the challenge. I like having a challenge with a goal. So maybe leave that in the comments below too, if you could think of a good challenge that you're thinking about doing, or one you think I should do. Yeah, because I'm up for a lot of different challenges. Not super big on like the realistic, can't tab to trailers, gotta drive in first person, can't hire workers. That's not my type of deal. But hard challenges, it's fine with me. You know, if it's something that, you know, a hard setting, that doesn't bother me. I don't know if it's even worth going back and picking up those little spots for what little grain you're gonna get. But I don't know if this thing's, nope. I was gonna say, I don't think this thing's gonna get to the end. And it didn't. It didn't. Oops. It is so good that this isn't real, you know. Like, you would have just crumbled that header. I don't know if how much it would have done to the wagon. Probably would have scuffed it up some. Maybe dented the door that it opens, but you would have just ruined this header. Just done so. Okay. I guess since we got turned around, I am gonna run down and grab this little strip. I was gonna leave it, not worth it, but it's right here. Won't take long to go ahead and grab it. Swing back and finish that. Guess I'll grab this too. Yeah, that's what I mean. Went back all for all that little bit, and it's 41 liters. Really isn't worth your time. Just close your eyes and don't let your OCD bother you. Swing this around, dump it, and remember to return it this time. Unlike that sugar cane, I don't want to keep paying the lease on this thing. Let's do that right away. Vehicles. Return. Alrighty. So got that paid for. And we didn't get quite 80, 76. But yeah, that's plenty, I think, for what we need. So I think I'll run this down, dump it in the flour mill, get that thing going. I did take our pallet trailer down there last month and picked up a lot of the pallets, stuck them in the storage. So we do have a lot of some eggs and flour and butter and stuff in the pallet storage down there. Just need to decide how much of that, and I probably should figure that out, do the math, see how much of it I need to make a pallet, because the rest of it might as well be sold off. We could sell it off and start paying more on the loan. Alright, buddy. It's really the only place I see that car is he comes out of that deal and he drives that strip down that towards the shop, which is good because there's just not enough room along here to deal with traffic. And it's the only that one car. Oh, that's the other thing. This field to my left that I ended up combining all three of them together. That might have been a mistake. The mower gets hung up on the pole all the time with the AI. You're constantly fighting that. When you come back to fertilize it, the AI doesn't recognize there's even a field there. Don't ask me why. The mower recognizes there's a field there, but the fertilizer spreader doesn't. Yeah, it's just kind of a nightmare. Same way with this field down here. It had been working fine, and I don't know if me doing all that timber work where I moved all those trees and then I removed the hedges in between the trees and that field. But now, the last time I tried to get an AI worker to mow, or actually fertilize down here, it's the fertilizer that's giving a problem. He ends up stuck in the trees over there. He just drives right through the field. You can bring it up, it shows the field on the AI, but then he just takes off, heads off, and he's stuck on a tree. And like, where are you going, buddy? I think he would drive clear across the map if there wasn't a tree there. It's kind of ridiculous. So yeah, I think we're gonna throw all this flour in here. Let's make sure that we've got the flour turned on for the barley, but I thought I turned them all on. Barley flour. Yeah, it's activated. Good deal. We'll get it cranking out. Strawberries are really producing. I know we've got too many of those, or we're gonna have too many. So like I said, I need to kind of figure out what it takes to make a pallet of cakes, turn everything else on to sell, start paying off this debt, you know. And if it's not strawberries, you know, switch it back to lettuce, which is more profitable. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna do those two contracts. The baling and the bale wrapping for that 90,000 or 100,000. We're gonna finish doing all of our silage, mowing the hay for this month. Get those fields ready to go fertilized. I'll pick up that straw, put it in with the cattle, start making manure, so we can start hauling that off over to the bio plant. But yeah, I think that'll do it for this episode. Now, the next episode, I'm probably just gonna skip through these months, and unless something comes up, I think we're just gonna do our 3 contracts a day, and come September, I'll do all my mowing again. But we might as well just go all the way to October for the next episode and be ready to harvest that sugar cane. And from there, hopefully, we need the sugar mill. We got to put down the sugar mill then too. So yeah, I'll probably be back. It'll probably be October. We'll have a lot more cash. A lot of cash probably by then. By the time we sell all the silage we're gonna have between now and then. And try and knock out the pallet of cakes. Then tackle the 500K. So if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.